Welcome to Randy Penn Stadium in Englewood, Colorado for USL 2 Women's Soccer. CISA playing the Flatirons, the opening game of the year for the Flatirons. Second game of the year for CISA. I'm Sam Johnson, joined alongside Sean Crawford. Sean, this is quite a lopsided affair. Last year we expected it to be the same. This year CISA had a horrendous year last season. 0-12, Flatirons won just 3 games. They were all against this club. How do they get back on top of them in 2025?
Same approach this year. Really just playing aggressive. New coach this year for Flatirons, hoping that she can bring them some new wins this year. Same approach as last year, though. Stay aggressive, stay smart, play a better game.
All right, let's take a quick glance at the starting 11 for Flatirons. They have Rebecca Winton in goal. It is a 4-3-3 today. The back line is going to be Anna Barkey on the left side, Keegan McCorkle, Zoe Whidden in the interior, and Jaden Noel on the right wing. And then Allison Kirkpatrick, Mary Perez, and Sophie Winton are in the midfield. And up top, left wing, Clara Kulik, the striker, Denali Levin, and on the right wing, Lily Cook. One thing to note here as we move into CISA starting 11 is that they just have 2 reserves. So 11 of the 13 are going to be on the field who have made the trip to the stadium today. That's part of why, just on paper, this is going to be so lopsided. The separation in numbers between these two, just a lot more options for Flatirons. They're all huddled up, ready to take the field in a moment, but it's going to be Tegan Herbers, Elise Bosanka, Jolie Breenholt, Matea Morris, Clara Krumholz, Vanessa Vasquez, Charlie Bell, Alyssa Messenger, Jasmine Vogt, Jamie Seahusen, or Rachel Pinto. We do not know yet who. They're both listed as number 17. Sadie Hartman is number 19, and then 22 and 25, Emmy Sullivan and Caitlin Rosenbaum. Head coach Nelson Pinto and team manager Luis Rico. Any final thoughts before they kick off here? Flatirons taking the pitch. CISA already there. Flatirons going to be moving left to right in this first half. CISA the other way, right to left. And Flatirons will start in possession. Any final thoughts here, Sean, before we get started?
Don't got anything. You covered about everything.
Yeah, the story is what they did last year. That was beat CISA 3 times, finished 3-8, and CISA finished 0-12. We are off. They play it to the back line with Jaden Noel, and centered on the back line here as they look to build out from their own end. First game of the year for Flatirons as they play it up the left wing, controlled and taken away by Charlie Bell. Tries to maintain possession, and now CISA would have back to their back line. Dangerous play here, in on net for a moment was Lily Cook, the right winger. Ball flies up in the air after it was tapped around a few times in the CISA box and collected by the goalie. Trying to see who the goalie is, we don't know yet. Played it out near side left wing, and it runs out of bounds for a throw. It'll be a Flatirons throw in the CISA end here early. Threatening early, throws in. Controlled by Perez, she loses it, plays it off to someone. And now CISA on the ball here. One back, and they'll play it back to their keeper. Rosenbaum plays it short to her left side. They center it here, play it back to the right back to the keeper here. CISA, good possession, trying to build out of their own end. Touched around by Emmy Sullivan, and now she plays it to the feet of a Flatirons player. Peels out, pressure. Nice turn there by Kulik. Kulik still on the ball here in the CISA end. Taps it off a CISA player, and now gets it back. Near side here, right wing. And that's offside from Flatirons. So a couple of initial pressures here, but nothing penetrating yet.
Yeah, like you said, Flatirons already playing a real aggressive game, hoping to keep it in the offensive half for the field for majority of the game here.
So 2 minutes gone here. Apologize for the timer that got started a bit late. So CISA off the offsides decision, have a free kick deep in their own end, near side, left wing. Shot up to midfield, headed by Flatirons. It falls shallow in the CISA end. Another head to it. CISA headed back. Controlled at the midfield by Flatirons. Anna Barkey, leading scorer last year for the Flatirons, a great midfielder, had 6 goals last season, won the battle there in the midfield to get it back in possession of Flatirons as they play it along the back line. Zoe Whidden plays it to the left wing, far side, in front of the team benches. Nice 1-2 play along the left wing. Perez will play it back. Pressing up here, high line from the Flatirons. Another nice 1-2 play along the left wing. They center it. McCorkle chips a ball, right wing, didn't find Lily Cook on the right wing, and now it fires through as they look for Lily Cook again. See who that went off of. Should be a goal kick here for Rosenbaum in net. So pretty tame start to this game. Flatirons have had the most possession, as you would expect. Rosenbaum, her second goal kick of the game, plays it short. Near side left wing, Seehusen plays it back, gets it back to Seehusen, left wing, tries to keep it in. Flatirons appeal that went out of bounds, it didn't. And one off of Sophia Whidden, and now centered. Here's a shot, just wide. First look on goal of the game, that came from Clara Kulik. The forward from Denver, Colorado, started 4 games last year for Flatirons. She's a junior at Creighton, sent that one just wide right. Rosenbaum, another goal kick, plays it short. Centered here to Matea Morris, plays it back to Rosenbaum, the keeper, and wide near side to Seehusen. As they play it along the back line, near side still, this one's booted up and past 2 players, a Flatirons defender and a midfielder for CISA, and it's out for a CISA throw. Their first really push up the field here. They try and get possession past halfway. Throw in coming far side, right wing. Throws in, chests it down, and one back by the Flatirons. That's one thing we've seen earlier. They win the ball back quickly. CISA just haven't had the quality, the quickness to get around. Near side, Jaden Noel in the back line. Rebecca Winton, the keeper, might have a pretty calm day. Hasn't touched the ball yet. As Flatirons push up, played down the left wing and just past Clara Kulik, who was chasing it. Ball just a bit too far, played from the midfield from Kirkpatrick. Throw comes in from the near side. That one's headed out, and CISA win a throw in front of their own bench. So they escape the initial pressure. Perez on the ball as it knocked away, but into the feet of another CISA player. And then one off of Keegan McCorkle. Played short and played into the feet of CISA from Perez, but they win it back on the left wing. As Barkey was moving, plays a little 1-2 with Perez. Barkey looked to get it back left wing, but then played back by the Flatirons. They move it over near side right wing. Good one-touch pass to Jaden Noel. Lily Cook, right wing, might favor a cross. She does, and hits it into the goalpost. We are playing on a football field. Technically, this is Englewood High School, Randy Penn Stadium. So you do have the goalpost, and that's where that ball went. Flatirons moving left to right in this first half. CISA right to left as they play it up the left side of the field, and out for a Flatirons throw. Far side throw here for the Flatirons in the CISA end. Off a Flatirons attacker and into CISA's path. They can break here. Played into the path of Tegan Herbers, and then she lost it in the midfield. Back line, they can play it to Keegan McCorkle. Those two, Keegan McCorkle and Zoe Whidden, anchoring the back line. Then you have the wing backs, Noel and Barkey, who have moved up a lot on the left and right sides. A little 1-2 action here near side right wing. Seehusen of CISA wins a throw deep in their own end. About 8 minutes elapsed in this first half. Header towards the middle of the field, still in the CISA end. One here by Tegan Herbers. And lost out of bounds. Cassandra Carpenter couldn't stay with it as her and Herbers tried to link up. Throw comes in from Jaden Noel on the right side, gets it played back to her from Whidden, and plays it back to the keeper, Rebecca Winton.
Her first touch is the night.
Yep. Could be the last, who knows? Midfield with Perez. She turns plenty of space to operate here, just past the halfway line, plays it right wing too far for Lily Cook, kind of in her general area. And it's picked up by Rosenbaum in her own box. She moves it towards the middle and rolls it back into play for CISA. CISA haven't really been able to attack through the midfield. They've lost possession a lot. Off Seahughes a near side. Played back here and a shot blazed over the bar.
Flatirons playing quick. Like I said earlier, their goal just needs to be play faster, play smarter, beat them at their own game.
Yep. Again, CISA was 0-12 last year. Negative 88 goal difference. 3 goals scored, 91 against was what they did last season. Haven't conceded yet within the first 9 minutes. Lost it on the right wing, and Flatirons play it back to their own end. The two center backs, McCorkle and Whidden, getting some work together again, and they play it to the left wing. McCorkle over to Kulik. She tried to slip one through to the striker Levin, and CISA win it back far side in front of their own bench. A hard touch from CISA, and it's into the path of Flatirons. Won by Levin. She'll play it back, still on the far right side. And out for a CISA throw. Had a few throws on that far side. That's been about all they've won so far. Haven't had possession in the attacking end as the throw comes in. And chipped back to their back line, and then off of a Flatirons player. Another throw just deeper in their own end. Buried back there still. Throw comes in. It could be won by the Flatirons here. Played back. They do have it far side. A shot curling right into the hands of Rosenbaum. That was from quite a range there from Kulik. Rosenbaum had no trouble collecting that. Hasn't truly been tested yet in goal. Seahughes, a near side right wing, gives it up right into the path of Jaden Noel. And the two center backs, McCorkle and Whidden, pass it between each other. Played up to Kirkpatrick as she plays it to Lily Cook, chasing on the right wing. Seahughes and also chasing. Cook wins it, tries to play it off Seahughes and wins a corner. So first corner of the game. And it will come off the foot of Lily Cook, near side, with just over 10 minutes gone. Again, the clock on the actual broadcast is incorrect, started a couple minutes late. But just over 10 minutes gone in this first half. And Cook in swinger. It was a line drive, and it didn't find anyone as it trickles far side out of bounds for a throw.
Anna Barkey was resting on the far side there. That's how she scored most of her goals last year. Corner kicks for the defender, now midfielder.
Yep, she scored 6 goals last year, led the team. And again, they only won 3 games, all against CISA. Lost quite a few 1-0 games, close ones that they just couldn't break through on against the other Mountain Division opponents. They win off the throw here and play it to their back line, pushed all the way up into the CISA end, playing back on their heels. Played over to Noel, right side, near side, and she plays the ball to no one, out for a goal kick. Maybe looking for Lily Cook there, just overcooked it, didn't find anyone. Scoreless through just about 12 minutes of play in this opener for Flatirons women's USL 2 action, as they win it off the goal kick, and then it went out of bounds in front of Seahughes, the winger for CISA, and she'll throw it in.
Got some movement over on the Flatirons sideline. Might be expecting a substitution here soon.
They do have a lot more options, as CISA win another throw near side. They just have so many more options than CISA. They have 2 subs.
CISA with 2 subs,
Who
one
are-
of which being a goalkeeper.
Yeah, and who are both just lounging on their bench so far. And this time Flatirons are going to win a throw near side here on the right wing. That's where most of this action has taken place for them. And CISA trying to work it up that way. Throw comes in from Noel, chipped into the midfield. And CISA win it here. It's Matea Morris dribbling up, tries to get on the back of, and here they come here. It's numbers still for Flatirons, but they've moved it up into the Flatirons end. And that's one back, bad pass intercepted by Barkey. Barkey on the left wing, plays it centrally to Whidden. Sophie Whidden will move it back. Patrick plays it wide to Noel, near side. Flatirons coached by Marina Jahovsky. First-year head coach here, replaces Jamie Cobb from last season. So long college career, played professionally in the Spanish second division, and a long coaching career as well. Ball played across the face of Denali Levin in the box.
Flatirons having a lot of opportunities here.
Haven't been able to really craft anything special, though. It's been a lot of just awkward balls that haven't really been close to their target.
They keep winning the air balls, they'll have a lot more shots, though.
That's for sure. It was a good header from Noel to play it back to Whidden as they play it up the right wing here. This is Levin, puts in a cross, and that one's by everyone. Looking for Clara Kulik that time. Yet to find a foot with that cross from any direction have the Flatirons as we approach 15 minutes gone in this first half. We don't have any advanced stats for you, but I could imagine the possession would be maybe 90%, 10%, maybe worse at this point for CISA. It's been as advertised for them. Seahusen left wing, tried to dig it out of their own end, played back from Herbers to Seahusen, and Flatirons win it here. Levin centers it. Kulik tries to get a shot off. That goes way up and out.
Nowhere to go for her there.
Was surrounded by a couple of CISA defenders. Another goal kick for Rosenbaum, who has gone short with a lot of her kicks. They're trying to build out of the back, but most of the time they lose it in their own end.
Keeps it short this time.
On the far side, right wing for CISA, they give it up here. Bit of a scramble on that left wing for Flatirons, and they're offside. Second time they've been offside in the attacking end here, Flatirons, and CISA win a free kick deep in their own end, far side on the right wing. Long ball played up, chipped all the way back into the CISA end. Kulik tried to win it, but it was Elise Bosanka who won it for CISA, and now Flatirons win it back. Levin tries to chip one in, a turn at the feet of Kulik, and then a shot comes in and it's blocked at the edge of the box. Almost a chance there for Noel to pick it back up and keep pressing, but CISA wins it left wing here as they try and push past. Just halfway, just past the halfway line, and knocked into the feet of Kirkpatrick, and here comes the Flatirons the other way. And a ball just played to no one by Lily Cook. CISA have it in the midfield. They play it all the way back to Rosenbaum, their keeper. Nothing to get too excited for yet. A couple of decent chances for the Flatirons. Was blocked on their most previous look at the edge of the box. Seahusen plays it short near side. On the ball is Breenholt. Plays it up to Bell. Bell still with it far side right wing for CISA. Bell pushing. Bell tries to get around 2. Nearly does, and then Kulik pushes her down. And they've won a throw or a free kick. And man, Charlie Bell was being hounded there. Ended up eating some of the turf. She has to readjust after that. But CISA pressing up here in the Flatirons end. There are two center backs at the halfway line. As the throw set to come from Bosanka. Throws in, far side, shipped back, and they'll play it back to the back line. Chasing it is Bosanka, and she'll play it all the way back to Rosenbaum. Just about 18 minutes got in this first half. Rosenbaum has it at her feet, the keeper for CISA. Played it short to the midfield and Mateo Morris, and they play it back to Rosenbaum. CISA has 6 returning players from last year. Lost their opener on the 19th on the road, 6-0 to Colorado Storm. As this ball is played up along the left wing for CISA and out of play, it'll be a throw for the Flatirons in their own end near side. Anything catch your eye so far, Sean?
Nothing much. You know, Flatirons here obviously maintaining possession as much as possible. They just dish it back to the keeper. That's her second touch of the night only. Flatirons playing smarter, playing faster. Looking like if they keep playing like this, they'll emerge victorious tonight.
Ball was attempted to be played up along the left wing by Flatirons, and CISA win the ball. They play it to the midfield. A good touch by Jasmine Faucht. She turns, looks to get it off her foot again. Plays it to the back line. Emmy Sullivan moves it up, has space, and whips a pass through the Faucht. And she tries to play a through ball, looking for Bell, who slipped as she was moving up that way. I think turned her ankle as she limps the other way. Ball was way too heavy for Bell to have a chance. She's limping the other way. Again, they only have one sub. The other sub's a goalie. As this ball's played through, dangerous look. They chip it. Oh, just wide. Wide left. Rosenbaum came out. It was a good chance.
Chance for Barkey.
For Barkey.
Had more time than she thought. Definitely could have centered herself a bit. Should have been a goal for Flatirons.
Thought Barkey might try and touch it around Rosenbaum, but went for it one-on-one there, couldn't finish. Emmy Sullivan has it back line for CISA near side, left wing. Seehusen plays a ball centrally to the Flatirons, right in the path of, and that's a shot wide from Sophia Whidden. Shot it wide right, had it on her right, and just blazed it wide, not testing Rosenbaum there again.
Not too many tests for Rosenbaum tonight, just shots just off the mark. Not too many saves for her to make so far.
So goal kick for CISA with 20 minutes elapsed in this first half. And they tried to play it short again to the midfield. It's won back by Flatirons. Ball was free for a moment. Perez, left wing. Barkey on her right, shoots, and it's right at Rosenbaum with an easy save. Had to reach up a bit, but right at her. She got her first taste of the PA announcer since the intros. Had a great save graphic on the video board. I don't know if that was that great, but maybe the best save of the game so far. Flatirons in their own end. They play it up the left wing, chasing it, and Rosenbaum comes out, sweeper keeper to keep it away from the Flatirons, as that was Clara Kulik chasing it up the left wing. They do get a throw here in the CISA end in front of the CISA bench. Played it up to Kulik and then back to Barkey, and plays it centrally to Noel, who taps it back to her center back Whidden. Zoe Whidden pushes it up, plays one over the top, and too far over the top. Took a touch though, and it's in the path of Kulik, left wing. Edge of the box, dribbling around on her right, shoots, ball's free in front, and it goes in, but
offsides.
It's offsides. Bit of a scramble there. Rosenbaum ended up flat on her face, turned toward the goal, but offside there as the ball did trickle into the net. So no goal. We remain scoreless.
See a lot of the Flatirons aggression with their defenders pushed all the way up to midfield here. Obviously trying to create as many opportunities for themselves as possible here. Playing a much more offensive game.
Emmy Sullivan near side to Seehusen for CISA, who's had some problems on that left wing. This one's chipped centrally and won by Noel off the foot of Jolie Breenholt. They have it right wing here. Chipped centrally. This one falls. Kulik leaves it for Barkey, and she plays a soft one. Just didn't get her full foot around that one to Rosenbaum, who will roll it up far side along the right wing. They play it to the midfield. And now to Breenholt, near side, left wing. Good little turn, tries to touch it around Jaden Noel, and it ends up going out for a throw for Flatirons.
A couple fans trickling in here and there. Beautiful day out.
It is a beautiful day. Should even get cooler as we go. It's a little bit too hot about an hour ago. This throw just swing and a miss from Lily Cook. Not sure if she was trying to head that or take a touch off her chest, but she lost it. And CISA can play out of their back line here as they try and play a ball up. It was a hard touch off of the midfielder Breenholt. Flatirons win it back right at the halfway line. Play it back to their pack line, see if they give Winton and Ned another touch. He won't get another touch. Ball's played too far away from the path of Kulik up the left wing, and it's a throw for CISA.
Flatirons is playing relaxed. Even when CISA is approaching the Flatirons end, Flatirons goalkeeper is not backing up, not getting in any position to make a save. Flatirons is very confident.
They win a bit of a scramble after the throw, played to the back line as they'll build up again. Flatirons beat CISA 6-1 at home to start the season last year. As this ball's played up to Levin, and it was offsides.
Flatirons has had a lot of opportunities that they've had called off from offsides.
Yep.
I'm sure during the half that'll definitely be a point of discussion.
A few minutes ago the ball found the back of the net, but it was offsides after a weird scramble in the box. Haven't had really any clean build-up plays yet. It's been all a bit frantic, hoping to build off the CISA mistakes. This ball's played up over the top of the Flatirons back line, and it rolls into the hands of Rebecca Winton. Gets her second touch of the day, drops it, plays it over to Zoe Whidden. Whidden plays it near side to Jaden Noel. And Whidden plays it over to McCorkle. Whidden's from Littleton, sophomore at the University of Tampa. And they give it up here in their own end, Flatirons, and then a ball that was attempted to be played over to the right wing for CISA goes out of play far side. Another throw for the Flatirons as we have hit 25 minutes elapsed in this first half. Ball's won back by CISA on their right wing, moving right to left in this first half. And they couldn't play it over into the open space on the left wing. Flatirons push up here. Through the middle came Whidden, and this ball just trickles through again as nobody could corral it for Flatirons into the hands of Rosenbaum, who plays a missile of a throw over to Seehausen near side for Flatirons. Chipped to the midfield by Herbers, and it's won by Flatirons. Played up from Kirkpatrick, and it's won in the midfield. Here's Herbers in the midfield for CISA. This one's played from Sullivan back to the center circle. On it was Alyssa Messenger as they lose it again all the way to the back line. Chasing it is Mateo Morris, far side, right wing for CISA. A little bit of possession here. Colorado International Soccer Academy, and they lose it here. Left wing pushing up. Flatirons played into the box, into the path of Emmy Sullivan, the center back for CISA, and she clears it out. And it rolls all the way back to Rebecca Winton, the keeper for Flatirons. Ball's played up the right wing, chipped in from Lily Cook, and now running up to chase it is Sophia Whidden. Rosenbaum coming out to clear it, and she boots it away for a throw near side right wing. Rosenbaum's not fearless. Or she is fearless, I should say, the way she's been playing so far. That's been the one bright spot for them. They'll need her to continue to play well. Get lost this opening match last year 6-1. Open up the season this season against Colorado Storm. Lost 6-0. The ball's Out for a throw again, near side right wing. Not a whole lot happened in that little passage of play. Just under 18 minutes left in this first half. And the throw won by Flatirons, but then they were fouled by, that was Emmy Sullivan, the center back who's had a lot of action today. 8 starts last year for CISA. And it's a dangerous spot for a free kick here. Lily Cook standing over the ball at the moment.
Once again, you got Anna Barkey, far side, waiting for a header or a easy tap in. Once again, that's how she likely scored most of her 6 goals last season.
Yep, you got the 2-person wall with the 2 center backs, Sullivan and Hartman. As Cook awaits it here. Chips one into the box, and that is off the foot of Barkey and out of play for a goal kick. Just kind of a side stab at it, yeah. Again, Flatirons, no golden opportunities yet. They did have one with Barkey, basically one-on-one. Did have pressure on her right side, driving up the left wing, but just couldn't finish. It's a tough angle, though, as the goal kick is won by Flatirons in the midfield. Played up from McCorkle to Kulik. Kulik plays it back to the back line. Centrally here for CISA. Kulik does a nice turn. And played over to McCorkle on the left side. Far side moving left to right. In half number 1 are the Flatirons. Left wing. Barkey on the ball. Leading scorer last year, 6 goals. Has had a couple of chances early in the box. Oh my goodness. Almost tapped around the keeper by Sophia Whitten. Just finished her freshman year at Davidson. Almost bagged the first goal of the year. Rosenbaum came out though. Again, she's been fearless today. Has made some key interventions early.
Definitely playing with confidence.
She'll boot one away. And is headed all the way back to the back line.
Flatirons regaining possession quickly just about every time.
That's been the story. CISA just can't string together passes, don't have the vision, the quality. This one's played over the top. And Rosenbaum is there again. Kulik chasing. Rosenbaum hasn't had her feet. Had to wait for that one to fall back into the box so she could pick it up, and then sprays it out on the throw wide to the right wing. And then it's won by Barkey, who does some dancing, gets around one. That was Charlie Bell. And has to peel it back. Short play, then played over the top in the path of Lily Cook. Over her head, she was covered well there as both center backs had her marked. And Rosenbaum has the ball in her hands again. Just under 15 minutes left in half 1. Flatirons against CISA. First game of the year for the Flatirons, second of the year for CISA here in Englewood, Colorado at Randy Penn Stadium. Seahusen has it for CISA near side left wing. Plays it to the midfield, and Flatirons win it back again. That's something we've said a lot. Ball's one off Jolie Breenhold of CISA. Nice play through here, and it dribbles wide for a goal kick. That was Sophia Whitten looking to thread it through.
Beautiful pass, just couldn't connect. Defenders got in the way.
Molly Levin couldn't get on the other end of that. And CISA has defended well so far. They hurt themselves by giving it away in dangerous spots. Rosenbaum plays it short to Emmy Sullivan. Sullivan long pass to the midfield. It's Tegan Herbers. Nearly gives it away, and then this ball's just essentially cleared out. Just past the halfway line in the Flatirons end. They get a throw.
Ball right back to Flatirons.
Thrown in by Noel. All the 2 center backs have had to do is pass it back between each other and then play a ball up. Haven't had to defend at all. It's been kind of a dream situation if you are a defender for Flatirons. Pretty calm game.
Defenders have been acting as midfielders tonight.
Julie Breenhold has it for CISA. Tries to play a ball through, but just nobody there. And Flatirons win the ball back near side right wing with Jade Noel. She'll push up here. Has the defender on her back, and then plays it outside of the boot to Lily Cook. Right wing still cuts it back in on Seahusen. Cook edge of the box, plays a ball through, and it nearly found the feet of Perez, just a bit behind her. And then it goes out for a Flatirons throw. Still deep in the CISA end. Just under 13 minutes left in this first half. Scoreless still. Flatirons have had all the chances, couple looks on goal as they win it here. Right side, edge of the box. Whidden tries to play a cross in and went off the body of Clara Crumholes and out for a corner. Their second corner of the game. Lily Cook to take it. She's had that corner earlier, then that free kick from a dangerous spot on this right side.
Flatirons goalkeeper up, sitting at midfield.
Yeah. Tells you the story there.
May as well throw her in as an offender.
Lily Cook puts her arm up, crosses in, and Rosenbaum grabs it. Bounced it on the ground once, and then corralled it. Could have been dangerous if someone got a foot in there. But so far it's been a clinical game from the goalkeeper, Caitlin Rosenbaum. From Colorado Springs, 5 years at Fort Lewis College. As Flatirons win it again in the CISA end. Good turn by Perez, takes a shot, and takes one bounce into the hands of Rosenbaum. So big clear on the throw. Out to Tegan Herbers, plays it short to Seehusen. Plays it back to Emmy Sullivan. CISA trying to build up. Sullivan plays it up to Herbers, too far, and an easy one to chase for Zoe Whidden. She'll play it back to Rebecca Winton. So the keeper has a little fun dribbling up and gets it over to Keegan McCorkle.
Yet to use her hands yet this game.
Kulik on the left side, still in their own end. Flatirons trying to build up. Played ahead. Barkey centrally to no one. Can they pick it up? No. Nice foot there from the midfield from CISA and back to Rosenbaum. As Barkey coughs it up. Sullivan near side plays it over to Seehusen. Elizabeth Colorado centers it. Play to the back line. CISA have kind of grown into this game as it's gone on, but still just defending for their lives this game. All the way back to the Flatirons keeper. Winton plays it short. McCorkle. McCorkle takes a couple of dribbles up and finds the midfield with Levin. And she tried to play it left wing to Kulik. Out of play. CISA get a throw. Again, CISA only have one option essentially off the bench, as one of their two reserves is a goalkeeper. Kylie Hyde is that keeper. Wouldn't expect her to come in the way Rosenbaum's been playing. Throw from the far side went out again, so another throw here for CISA. Under 10 minutes remaining in this first half. Scoreless. Just not a whole lot has happened, even for Flatirons in terms of the attack, given all the possession they've had. As they lose it out just at midfield, and another throw here for CISA. I've only ventured across the halfway line a few times. Throws in, and it's off of Flatirons' head. So they get another throw. This is how you work the ball up if you're CISA. Just win throws, try and move it up, maybe get a corner in the end. Very
slowly pushing up towards the Flatirons goal, taken away right away by Flatirons on that throw though.
And they win it back though. So CISA actually enjoying a little bit of possession here. Emmy Sullivan has it on the back line in their own end. Pushed up a bit, tries to chip one over to Tegan Herbers, who actually gets to the ball, but then a nice play from Zoe Whidden to get it over to Jaden Noel. Back to Whidden, and she'll play it to McCorkle as two center backs link up again. Both these teams are going to face Utah United next. CISA will host them at Halftime Help Stadium as Lily Cook has it, right wing, moving up for Flatirons. On her right foot here, Seehusen chasing, centers, oh, it goes by. That was Denali Levin crashing in. Again, marked. CISA have had their legs beneath them to stay with some of those attacks. Levin was marked all the way. Good play there from Cook up the right wing, but could not connect with Levin. Dangerous chance there. Throws in from the far side. The rare check-in. So CISA with another throw far side, working up their right wing, working right to left in half one. Flatirons win it, a header, then a play up, and now it's booted. Back to Rosenbaum, she'll clear it. To run over to get that to avoid the corner. And they'll get a throw. Flatirons will, in the CISA and far side left wing. Both these teams, of course, in the Mountain Division, consists of 5 teams, smallest division in USL 2. USL 2 women's this year has 93 clubs, grew from last year, so did the men's. Edge of the box here for Flatirons, they try and pick it up, and CISA clear. All the way back to McCorkle, picks it up far side left wing, and then plays it to Whidden. Whidden, nobody pressed up on her at all. Plays it to Jaden Noel up the right wing. Noel a couple of touches by Seahusen. 7 minutes left in the first half. Seahusen wins it off, but then it's out for a corner. Had Noel pocketed for a moment, but the third corner of the game now for Flatirons as Lily Cook sets to take it again.
Per usual, Sienna Barkey set up far side, close to the goal as she can get. Looking like she's ready to head one in.
Can they test Rosenbaum again? Cook's third corner of the game is up and punched out by Rosenbaum and out of play only as far as maybe 15 yards past the far side corner flag. So Flatirons get a throw there on the left wing deep in the CISA zone. Throws it looking for Perez. Good turn to get on the ball, tries to volley one. It chipped kind of fruitfully, awkwardly to Lily Cook, and then Rosenbaum jumped on it. A little collision with Cook, but then it's out for a corner. She was out there with an awkward grab from Rosenbaum, and she'll be tested again. Fourth corner now for Flatirons. See if they play it short. Noel was pushed up, but Lily Cook will send it in on a line, header down, and out for another corner.
See if Flatirons can connect on one of these and hopefully break this game open for themselves. They've been stuck in some sort of goal-scoring purgatory here.
Yep. Fifth corner of the game. And this time, Cook's going to be left short. The cross comes in all the way through. And still in play and now out as Kulik was over there, but lets it roll out, and it will be a throw for CISA. Throw comes in from Alyssa Messenger here. Approaching 5 minutes left in half one. Throws in. Control by Charlie Bell, and then just chipped as essentially a clear, but only as far as the center back McCorkle. So wide, here's Noel, and then played out of bounds. That'll be a Flatirons throw. Lily Cook won it against Seahusen there, near side.
Rebecca Winton just keeps pushing on up the field.
Yep.
Approaching halfway.
Edge of the box here. Center of the box now, dancing around. Lost it and then played back to Perez, who tries to turn, gets around one. Perez shoots. Rosenbaum kind of theatrically makes a save. A little bit thespian. Didn't have to dive there, but hey, creating some action for herself. And makes another save there. So just about 4 minutes left in this first half. CISA tried to build out again. Nearly stolen by Kulik on the far side. And now they do win it. Levin, left wing, favors across with her left. In the box! And then skied over by Sophie Whidden. The ball just too high. Couldn't get her foot around that for a volley. Another goal kick for Rosenbaum.
The ball girls behind the goal have had a busy night.
Yep. Rosenbaum surveys an option, plays it short to Emmy Sullivan on her left side. Sullivan carries it up. Emmy Sullivan started 8 games last year for CISA. She's been kind of an anchor back there defensively tonight. As they lose it back to Rosenbaum there, Flatirons did after actually winning possession back. And no hurry here from CISA, obviously. Like to escape this game with a draw if they can. Okay, lost their opener to Colorado Storm 6-0 on the 19th. We've got 6 returning players from from last year, that horrific 0-12, -88 goal differential season. Ball's chipped up in the direction of Whitten, and then nearly won back by Noel. She does, as she turns on Tegan Herbers. That'll be out for a throw. Flatiron still pressed up here. Jaden Noel will take the throw near side up the right wing. Flatiron's moving left to right in the first half, 2.5 minutes left. Throws in, plays it at the edge of the box. Emmy Sullivan covering there. Levin plays it to the midfield, and Anna Barkey. A little bit of dancing from Barkey. Runs out of options, plays it back to McCorkle. Plays it over to the left wing. Slip through Barkey, left wing. Favors a cross, nope. Faked across. Trying to get around her defender. Barkey dancing. Now doubled, and she loses it to CISA, and they win it back here. Flatiron's a shot curling in right at Rosenbaum from the left side. Right-footed shot, top left corner of the box. And Rosenbaum again with an easy save. Under 2 minutes left in this opening half.
Flatiron's not short of opportunities. Really all they got to do here is locate a shot to get past Rosenbaum, and it's open for him.
Rosenbaum sends away the goal kick. That one made it actually quite a ways, as Perez wins it in the midfield for Flatirons. This ball's chipped up and played back from Elise Bosanka. Nice play, one-time hit there to get it back to Rosenbaum as she chips it up. A couple of headers from the Flatirons, and they win it. Lily Cook, and then she gives it away. Win it back in the midfield. Perez has it covered, and Perez tried to slip one through, then Emmy Sullivan clears it off the back line for CISA, but only as far as Anna Barkey. Perez, left wing. Nice turn on Bosanka. Perez has had some nice feet this game, tries to chip one, and then it's out for a corner kick. 6th corner kick of the game, and the first one from the left side of the pitch.
Gotta hurry.
And they got 30 seconds here. I believe Clara Kulik's going to be taking this one. Ball's in. Rosenbaum makes the grab.
Straight to her. Looking like she might stall the clock out here.
15 seconds and counting. Of course, the official clock in the stadium counts down. There's no extra time, obviously. This is booted up. Controlled at the midfield, and then played out by
Time will wind
CISA.
down
And that is the conclusion of half number 1.
here comes the PA announcer. 4th check-in of the night.
0-0. CISA, Flatirons. Not a lot has happened. Flatirons, all the momentum, all the possession, essentially. They've been a little bit sloppy, haven't created any elite opportunities, but hopefully they can find a way to break through in the second half. Any takeaways before we take a quick break here, Sean?
I'll bet Flatirons is not too happy about the way they played that
Yeah.
half. Obviously, maintained possession, got a lot of opportunities, just wasn't able to connect or finish through on their opportunities. Definitely going to be... Hello.
Okay, you're good, yeah. All right.
Okay, 5's muted for some reason. Was this mic loud the entire time?
All right, welcome back to Englewood, Colorado for the second half between Flatirons and CISA. Sam Johnson joined alongside Sean Crawford. It was kind of an inauspicious beginning for both sides, particularly CISA, but given the pressure of on Flatirons to find a goal, right? We've got the goal graphic up right now, ready to post it if ready, if needed, and we just haven't seen them break through yet. A lot of possession, though. The whole half was basically played in the CISA end, so it was quite the first half for Flatirons. But again, CISA only one sub. Flatirons have plenty of options. See if they made any changes.
Neither team made a sub at all in the first half, so
Yep.
players might be tired. We'll see what changes get made here. We'll see what coaches do with their lineups.
Yep.
Not much creativity to be had over on the CISA side of things.
Yeah, same for Flatirons in some ways. They did have a couple good moments, but as a whole in that final third, just could not find a pure breakthrough. So CISA will take the pitch here as they jog on. It was quite an impressive first half from their goalkeeper, Caitlin Rosenbaum. And on the other side for Rebecca Winton, in goal for Flatirons, had maybe 5-6 touches. A couple shots on goal for Flatirons in that first half. CISA will start in possession in this first half. And they will be moving left to right, CISA. Flatirons moving right to left in half number 2. 0-0. CISA had no attempts on goal. Flatirons a couple. They also had 6 corners in that opening half. Couldn't find a decisive touch as we are underway.
Flatirons
Half
already winning
number
the ball.
2. Yep. Up the left wing here, moving right to left, and poor touch, couldn't win it there. Clara Kulik trying to move it up the left wing, so near side throw for CISA. Coming from Alyssa Messenger. Messenger signed with Regis back in November of 2024. Right back to her for another throw as they slowly move it up. That's how they generated offense, I guess, in the first half, was just moving it up the pitch slowly off throw-ins as it pinballs around in the midfield. Finally controlled here by Tegan Herbers, and then won back by Jaden Noel far side, and she'll play it back to Winton. First real pressure with 2 players pushed up in the box for CISA, but Flatirons in space win it back onto their back line. And played off the feet, too hard of a pass into the midfield, and won back by Flatirons. Kulik onto the ball. She called off Barkey. Midfield from Kirkpatrick, and now here's Perez, who's been anchoring that midfield. Plays one through. Levin, hard touch, and cleared out by Emmy Sullivan on that back line. Emmy Sullivan, I mean, some of the defenders for CISA have really been impressive today, including their keeper. Not to say that Flatirons have been that dangerous, but CISA, I mean, they haven't been pure butter in the back line, letting things through.
Definitely putting up a fight against a team that's been maintaining all the possession thus far.
Borky plays it wide, right wing, far side. Played centrally to Whitten, and then played back to the back line. Last time these two teams met last year, it was a 6-1 win at home for Flatirons. Scoreless through the first half of their opening match this season on the road. In the midfield, Noel did a pirouette against Herbers and then lost it at the feet of Morris, and she plays it to the back line, Seahusen, who had some trouble on that left wing in the first half. They attack her here on the right wing, pushing up right to left is Flatirons. Ball played through, looking for Levin, and then Sullivan for CISA clears it out to the Flatirons bench, and they'll get a throw pushed up into the CISA end. Throw
Good
comes
play
from
by
Noel.
the player.
Sophia Whitten, nice ball into space. Kirkpatrick across, back post. It's Barkey, good control. She'll lay it off to Kulik, edge of the box, near side. Kulik on her right foot, dancing, edge of the box, curls one, just wide. Rosenbaum didn't have to make a save. First look on goal in the second half for Flatirons. Kulik tried to bend it around.
Same story as the first half. They're not locating their shots, just wide. Not a save to make for Rosenbaum. Once again, totally yet to test Rosenbaum's abilities. Only made her dive once or twice, and those 2 dives were a little bit dramatic.
Rosenbaum gets the goal kick here. These 2 teams were the bottom feeders of the Mountain Division last year. 4th place for Flatirons. All 3 wins, 3-9 coming against CISA. -3 goal differential. Lost a lot of their games 1-0. Just couldn't find a breakthrough. It was a lack of creativity as they shoot one straight through the final third there. Kirkpatrick into the path of Rosenbaum, and she'll clear it up the pitch to Breenholt. Breenholt in the midfield for CISA. On her right foot, plays a short one now to the back line. Moves it up. Good win by Perez, and then a slide from Messenger to win that back for CISA. Near side, right wing, trying to escape. Kulik is chasing. Now at the feet of Bosanka. Up the wing to Charlie Bell, and Flatirons win it, and now they lose it again. Another chase for the ball, and cleared all the way back to Rosenbaum by Whidden. Just no-nonsense clearance in the midfield from Zoe Whidden. Pushed all the way up there. Charlie Bell loses it on the left wing, and Barkey attacks up that left wing for Flatirons. In the path of Levin, a nice shield by Bosanka to allowed Rosenbaum to dive and pick it up at the top right corner of the box. Flatirons attacking right to left in half 2. One attempted shot on net so far. So we approach just 5 minutes gone in the second half. Touch in the midfield was wild from Breenholt, and Flatirons control it in their back line. Push it up. Whidden in the midfield, right wing. Takes her space, plays it up Levin too far. And again, that final ball to really secure a spot in that attacking third. They just haven't been able to connect in that area. Chase for the ball here. Kulik wins it in the midfield. Kulik plays it, right wing. Lily Cook on her right foot. She'll send it across. It takes a deflection, falls to Barkey, and she could not keep that one down, and she sends it out for a goal kick.
Flatirons bench. Every player on the bench up, doing some dynamic movements here. Got to keep them active in case they need them.
Yeah, you wonder who could make a difference off the bench if they do make a change. Well, for CISA, they don't really have an option.
Yeah,
this one played through Perez, just a bit too far, and Rosenbaum scoops it up. Yeah, all the subs jogging along. And CISA, one of their 2 subs is a goalkeeper, so they truly have no options. Very sparse choices, small lineup. Flatirons win it in the midfield. Kirkpatrick, and she wins a free kick. She had Jolie Breenholt on her back trying to win the ball. She sprays it out to the right wing. Flatirons moving right to left. Ball played centrally. And lost at the edge of the box. Back on it is Lily Cook. She sends a ball that went by an attacker and a defender. Split them and went out to Barkey, and now at the back line with McCorkle. McCorkle plays it over to Zoe Whidden. As Sophie Whidden tries to play one through and went off a CISA player. That was Seahusen on the far side for a throw-in. Throw from Cook, controlled by Whidden. Back to Whidden from Cook. Plays one quickly to Kirkpatrick. Far side, right wing. Moves it back, all the way back now to McCorkle. Just behind the halfway line. She moves it left wing as a switch play here. Tries to go 1-2. Barkey with Kulik. And Rosenbaum gets the ball back to her and clears it out. One-time hit. McCorkle heads it down. Kulik wins the ball. Plays it up to Perez. Bit of a wasteful touch, but he wins it off of a deflection. Here's Barkey, left wing, tries to play one through Perez. And a shield by Matea Morris, so Rosenbaum can pick it up again.
Can hear a bit of the annoyance in the Flatirons fans through the crowd mic
doubt.
here.
Yep, 45 minutes fruitless, and now 8 minutes in the second half, with just one shot to show for it. As the ball's played off of Flatirons for a CISA throw. Just behind the halfway line. Where this throw's coming from, far side from Tegan Herbers. Wonder when changes will be made on either side. Bro comes in, chest down by Seahusen. Plays it back to Herbers. Turns on Lily Cook. Knocked out by Cook. Another throw for CISA. Flatirons have a lot of talent. Great coach as well. Marina Shahovskoy places Jamie Cobb for this season. Throw coming here for the Flatirons in their own end, far side. Shahovskoy played collegiate soccer at California University of Pennsylvania and Guilford College, and played professionally overseas in the Spanish second division. Wonder when she'll make a change here in this game. Try and bring in a little more creativity into the path of Kulik, but a push in the back. I think that was Perez pushing an attacker in the back there, and it's going to be a free kick here right at midfield for CISA, and Emmy Sullivan, who plays it short and now booted ahead. Heavy touch from CISA, and Kulik wins it on the right wing near side, plays it back to Barkey. As they build out of the back, Kulik, right wing, takes a bit of space on her right foot, swings it over to Whitten. Here's Perez in the midfield, plays it left wing, lots of space for Barkey. Barkey slips one through, Levin onto it on the left wing in space. Levin whips it across, back post. This one's cleared, still in play here in the box, and then headed out. Cheeky little header.
Just going to be a throw
Yep,
in here.
just for a throw. It was about as perfect as you could get there from Bosanka, with the pressure from behind her to header that out. Not only header it out, but header it out for a throw.
First movement we've seen here from the bench over on the CISA side of things.
There.
Got their two substitutions
Two
up
subs.
and moving, making sure their blood is flowing in case they need them.
At the edge of the box, they lose it, and Barkey couldn't get her foot to that, and now a little pinball action in the back line, and one here by Charlie Bell. Does she have the pace to get by Barkey as she plays a ball ahead to Seahusen, who can't get onto that one, and played all the way back to Winton in net.
That'll be Winton's first touches of the half, I believe.
Whitten plays it back one time as she received it from Corkle. Whitten plays it left wing, Barkey near side. Flatirons moving right to left in half number 2. Just one attempt on goal through just over 11 minutes so far. On the back line, they move it up and chipped to no one. Wanted a run from Barkey and didn't get it. And Rosenbaum has it back at her feet in net. Plays one short to Bosanka. Plays it centrally, then back to Bosanka. Bosanka moves it up. Breenholt goes past her, then Perez wins it in the midfield for Flatirons. Perez by 2 defenders. Grabbed by her. Grabbed on her back, she couldn't get through. This one's headed along. Sullivan lost it. It's in! Jumping onto it for the first goal of the season. That was Sophie Whitten. Flatirons strike.
Sigh of relief for the fans and the players here. Bench looks relieved. Music starts playing through the stadium, and a goal graphic up on the Jumbotron.
It was
here.
congested in that final third again, but then chipped over the top, and it was one-on-one for Whitten and Emmy Sullivan. And Sullivan just kind of slowed down for a moment and lost her positioning, and Whitten was able to put that one in. Just straight down the middle past Rosenbaum, and that is the breakthrough. Just within 12 minutes played in this second half.
They've been knocking out the door all game and finally break through.
Flatirons have it back on the back line. Didn't even notice CISA had possession. This one's played up the right wing. Takes a deflection to Breenholt for CISA, and then one back. Overrunning that was McCorkle as Winton has it in her own box.
Anytime CISA shows any pressure, it seems like Flatirons regroups very quickly and regains their possession. Flatirons playing very composed and very confident.
Kulik sprays it out to Zoe Whidden. Played centrally to Kirkpatrick. She was closed in on quickly by 3 defenders, but it was able to get it off her foot all the way to the back to Rebecca Winton. Good ball out to Kulik on the left wing. Kulik trying to beat Charlie Bell with her pace. Plays a ball to no one, looking for Levin there through the middle. And pushed off was Bosanka. Looked to be just body to body, but it is a free kick. Perez shoved Bosanka away from the ball as she tried to carry it through the midfield. And Emmy Sullivan, who was marking the goal scorer a couple of minutes ago on that breakthrough, she's played beautifully apart from that one slip up, will be taking this free kick.
Rosenbaum pushed up to about 3/4
Send it
field.
to somebody on that pushed up line, and it went all the way through to Rebecca Winton, who covers it. And if you're Flatirons, you obviously want to score more than one. You know, this was CISA finding the breakthrough. They'd be sitting back. They've been sitting back defending all day. Ball's up here to Levin. She'll send one skyward, takes a bounce, and Rosenbaum will watch it out of play for a goal kick.
Yeah, like you said, it looks like Flatiron here is playing to win, and CISA's just trying as hard as they can to not lose.
Yeah, it's really all they can do. They just don't have the quality to string together attacking football. On the back line here for CISA, near side, right wing. Messenger lost it, but it is out for a throw off the foot of Kulik. USL 2 women's kicked off in 2022, and they've grown to 93 clubs, 15 divisions. The Mountain Division is the smallest. These two teams were the ones who made up the bottom of the division last year. As Flatirons win a throw near side.
First substitutions
and
of
here
the
come
game.
the changes.
Got
four
four
of them.
players coming in here for Flatirons. Was wondering when we'd see some
Yep.
more roster creativity here from Flatirons. They obviously have the resources to be more creative with their roster.
CISA still have their 2 warming up as the throw comes in, and Levin tries to win it. Charlie Bell wins it, and she's tripped up by Levin for a free kick near side.
Right in front of us here, we see the Flatirons USL League 2 team.
Crazy aura, man. Aura overload with this walk-in. CISA should have their hands full with the men's side as well. On the back line here for Flatirons, played up. Ball's free in the midfield, and then a collision. Good body-to-body contact from Clara Crumholes. Still on the ball here, then won by Perez in the midfield. A good turn, and then she'll spray it out wide to Anna Barkey near side left wing. Barkey plays it short to Clara, and then she lost it. Played it right to the feet of Breenholt. Trying to go 2-on-1 here.
See if
Breenholt,
Winton gets tested here.
right wing, trying to take it to the corner flag. Now turns back the other way. Breenholt shielding and plays it out. Then play it all the way to the back line. They had it pushed up, and they play it all the way back out. See if they can build up here at CISA. Moving left to right at half 2. It's Emmy Sullivan on the ball. Sullivan plays it to the left wing. Centering ball. Ball trying to be played through. Good stop there. In the path of Charlie Bell. Plays it wide. Breenholt in space at the edge of the box. Takes a shot. Maybe
Wide
should have
open,
been a little more creative with what she did there, or a bit more decisive, and sprayed it
About a
wide of the
full-
near
about a
post.
full
Yeah.
Goal width wide.
Yeah. So Winton's going to be taking a rare goal kick.
Has yet to take one all game, I believe.
I think so, yeah. And 1-0 Flatirons. Goal came in the 13th minute from Whidden. Sophie Whidden from Littleton, Colorado. Just finished her freshman year at Davidson and found the account opening goal in 2025.
It looks like those subs for Flatirons are in. Looks like
Subs
Barkey
are
is
on.
actually off.
Barkey's off. They bring on Cassandra Carpenter in her spot on that left wing back position. They also bring in Natalie Toledo in the midfield. Ball's played up top. Laura Kulik chasing up there, and another change up at striker position. I think they took off Levin. They bring in Mila Stewart from Evergreen, Colorado.
Looks like 4 subs has not changed their possessions here.
Yep.
Definitely
And
still in charge.
Annabelle Hogan also in the game. Has it at her feet here. Hogan plays it right side. Back line moved all the way back to Whitten and then over to McCorkle. Left wing, it's Carpenter, played back by Kulik.
Looks like we're going to get some substitutions here from CISA.
Yep, they're bringing in their 2. That must mean that the one who's listed as a goalie as this ball's played over the top, chasing it here,
utility player here.
was Toledo, then played all the way back to Rosenbaum. Yes, a utility player essentially, because that should be Kylie Hyde, who's a senior at Wayne Christian in North Carolina. This ball's played out far side for a Flatirons throw-in. And here come the changes. They take off Seahughes, and I believe on the left wing, and Charlie Bell on the other wing. So 2 wingers come off. We'll try and get names here. So they bring on, should be Kylie Hyde, number 1, as the throw comes in. Not sure who the other change is just yet. This ball's played to Kulik, edge of the box. Kulik surrounded, dances around one. Kulik a shot. Rosenbaum goes down to stop it. Maybe would have gone wide for a goal kick anyways.
Just
tried
wide.
to attack.
They had movement
Yeah.
on the other half of the field that they definitely could have used, but
20 minutes elapsed in the second half. Emmy Sullivan moves it up for CISA. Left wing. And Flatirons thwart that initial attack. Left to right in this second half. Our CISA, Kulik has it midfield, plenty of space in the attacking third. Kulik on her right foot plays it wide into the path though of Tegan Herbers of CISA. Herbers dribbles around left wing, tried to get it back on a little 1-2 play there. Kulik around Herbers. Kulik's been all over the pitch today. This ball played through, winning it back nearly was Mila Stewart. Still on the ball, Toledo.
just got to pull it back.
Pulls it back. A hit from Stewart. Stewart, one more chance, and a save by Rosenbaum. The ball just kept popping free, and finally they get a look. Mila Stewart right at Rosenbaum, though. She punches it behind her over the bar, and so a corner here.
A lot of shots right at Rosenbaum's head.
Should be the 8th corner of the game.
And another check-in from the PA announcer here at Englewood High School.
Not a lot to check in on, that's for sure. Flatirons a lone goal. Sophia Whitten in the 13th minute, the difference. Corner coming from the near side. Left wing, in swinging ball, back post. Doesn't find a head or a foot and dribbles out for a throw deep in their own end here. Emmy Sullivan's going to be taking it for CISA. Now she gives it up to Herbers to take this throw. CISA have used up their 2 reserves. Nothing else they can do. This ball nearly won by Toledo in the box on a short pass from Rosenbaum, the keeper, and it goes out for a Flatirons throw this time. Jaden Noel's going to take it, far side. Flatirons attacking right to left in half 2. Ball's won by Stewart. Stewart does a little dancing and then lays it off. Ball's chipped in the direction of Kulik, tries to header it toward Rosenbaum, headers it too far to her left and goes out for another goal kick. Kulik couldn't do much with that. Would have been a tough one to score. So far, those substitutions have made a little bit of a difference, although they scored without the changes. But a couple of threatening attacks, the one shot on goal from Stewart.
Flatirons with a media team set up right next to their goal, expecting some fireworks here in the second half.
Up the left wing, chasing it is Jasmine Faucht, and she loses it up that left wing. Rebecca Winton clears it. Only as far as Faucht, though, as she wins it in the attacking third, plays it back to Mateo Morris, and then her return ball is too heavy and goes out for a Flatirons throw. Not a lot of controlled touches from CISA, that's for sure. Flatirons have lacked some control as well. But most of this game has been played in the attacking half for Flatirons.
No offsides yet this half for Flatirons. It
Yep.
seemed to kill them in the first half.
At the one that
3 or 4
Yeah.
offsides calls, one of which being on a ball that rolled on into the net.
Yep. It's chaotic play. Back line here. Zoe Whidden sprays it out to the right wing. It was a tough one to control for Lily Cook, and she ends up losing it. Falls on her backside. Little 1-2 action.
Losing
Substitute Muzafar on that left wing was one of the changes. Her and Kylie Hyde came in. As one more change here for Flatirons. Lily Cook comes off. Trying to see the number here.
Looks like
Number 2?
it's like a 2 or a 12.
Well, we have a number 2 on the roster, but
Might be number 12 here.
might be number 12. We'll get a better look in a moment, but it should be Isabel Sontheimer. In the meantime, they play it up the left wing near side. Ball's won here by Breenholt, and then she just passes it back to Flatirons, and McCorkle sends it back to Winton. In goal. Winton plays it short to McCorkle.
Winton getting a couple more touches this half than the first half.
Yep. It's been Breenholt mainly up that right wing for CISA that's created some chaos. A chase up the pitch and a clear by Rosenbaum. Playing
Rosenbaum
sweeper keeper again.
continues to play fearless, yeah.
This ball smacked right into the chest of Zoe Whidden. Good chest down, good control, but then played it up the right wing. This one tried to be threaded through to Kulik. Still in their possession here. Toledo has it. And now it's Sophie Whidden, the goal scorer. Up to Kulik, takes a shot right at Rosenbaum. Leaps and makes the save. So even the goal they scored was right down the middle, so everything has been essentially right at Rosenbaum. Just couldn't stop one of them. Just an awkward skyward hit there from CISA, and then they watch it roll out the end line for a goal kick. "26 minutes gone in this second half. Sophie Whidden the difference in the 13th minute for Flatirons. Chipped over the top from CISA at the back end. Chasing it is Zoe Whidden. Nobody around her to press up, and she'll play one softly back to Winton. And she'll switch play to McCorkle on the left side. Kulik tries to play a one-time hit, does. Found Mila Stewart, then played back to McCorkle. And then shot up the left wing. Cassandra Carpenter will chase it. Oh, here comes Rosenbaum watching it. Carpenter just did not have the pace to track that one down on the left wing. Another goal kick for CISA.
Cooling off outside here. Still beautiful, very sunny out. Lovely night for a match.
Yeah, it was kind of overcast in the first half, and then we found the breakthrough, and now the sun's broken through as well. On the back line for CISA, at the feet of Kulik. And then Breenholt tries to win it on the left wing, right wing, I should say, for CISA. Breenholt lost it, and then Kulik tried to play it centrally in the attacking third. CISA win it here, and now Carpenter has it, left wing. Another pinball attempted steal from CISA. Carpenter plays a nice ball through to Toledo. And then Annabelle Hogan sent a ball that ricocheted off someone and is out for a throw in here. Flatirons. Gets it in quickly to Hogan. Hogan plays a ball through the middle. Controlled by Kulik. He's been all over the pitch today. Has played the entirety of this match. Wins a free kick as she tried to spin around a defender. Plays it right wing. Whitten sends a ball in. Stewart and Toledo were waiting for it. A stop off the chest of a CISA defender. It's out for another throw far side.
Possession disparity closed up just a little bit in this half, but Flatirons still very obviously dominating.
And a shot just blazed across the box on a volley. And out for another goal kick. Kind of a meaningless hit there from the Flatirons. They do have the decisive goal though, but would like to add to that. Get won this season opener last year. It was at home 6-1 to CISA. Like to get a few more, that's for sure. Right wing in the attacking end. And they win a quick throw, Flatirons. In front of their own bench. Thrown into the back line, Zoe Whitten. Whips one through, nice one-time hit there from Whitten. Touched around on the right wing now. About to penetrate the box. Ball's whipped in. Kulik, a header just wide. Kulik had to duck down to get that one. Maybe would have been better off using her foot, waiting for that one to fall. And Kulik sends it just wide of the far post.
Once again, you hear a bit of frustration coming from the Flatirons fans here in Englewood, Colorado. Pretty frustrating pretty frustrating game for Flatirons all throughout here. A lot of missed chances.
Ball's chipped up to the midfield for CISA. And Kulik wins it and plays it all the way back to those two center backs who have really done nothing but press up and pass in this game. McCorkle and Zoe Whitten. Back to Zoe Whitten. Right side, plays it over to the left side. McCorkle. McCorkle, couple of touches up. She sends a seed pass up ahead to Annabelle Hogan. Centers it. Whitten tries to chip it right wing. Rosenbaum will scoop it up, not in the direction of her intended target. 15 minutes left, just under that in this second half. Flatiron seems like this lone goal is going to be the only difference in this one. Rosenbaum still holding the ball, and now she boots it away with her right. Reaches the halfway line, takes a bounce, headed up in the air by Flatirons, headed down by CISA, controlled by CISA, and then cleared up the pitch by CISA. Chasing it is McCorkle, has Breenholt on her back. Breenholt's been really the only frustrating offensive attacker for CISA, and she loses it near side.
Very little offense coming from CISA thus far. Looking like they're still just playing to prevent Flatirons from extending the lead to a humiliation.
Kulik battled with Breenholt there for a moment and then played it back to Zoe Whitten, who moves it over to Carpenter. Back to McCorkle. Working out of their own end here are Flatirons, moving right to left. Chip, what a find there, picked out Winton. Found Noel in the midfield far side.
Still in the Flatirons defensive end here. Looking like they'll try to push it out.
Yep, finally pressing up. Whitten plays a ball through that got passed back. And now chipped over the top. Kulik will chase. Rosenbaum knows she has to be out there and clears it. Only as far as Mila Stewart, who tries to get onto it. Swing and a miss from Emmy Sullivan on the back line and just has to pass it out for a throw on the far side. Dangerous miss there from Sullivan, who's had a lot of work to do today, and was what was marking Sophie Whitten when she scored the lone goal of this game back in the 13th minute of this second half. This ball's right at the feet of Kulik. Lays it off. Play to the left wing, Carpenter. She'll chip one centrally, touched by Toledo, falls through. It's Mila Stewart, tries to drag it onto her foot, and then cleared by Emmy Sullivan. Only as far as Carpenter on the left wing. Here's a hit that takes a deflection. Hit from Haugen, and Toledo's on the ball now, left wing.
Bit of an injury.
And a
here
whistle,
on the-
it's a
on the
CISA
field.
player down, probably a cramp, would be my guess. It's Breenholt who
It
has...
looked like she took a hit there just a second ago. She got bumped into pretty hard and hit the pitch real hard.
Thought she was setting up for the leg stretch there for a moment, but you're right, just took a bump, got shaken up. It was Jolie Breenholt.
Good to see that she's all right.
She's from Utah, back 3 goals. And a sister freshman year at Iowa Western Community College has been the biggest aggravator in the offensive end for CISA today. Cleared by Emmy Sullivan as it bounced around to the box momentarily. Flatirons win it left wing with Carpenter. Carpenter tries to slip one through to Noel. One more pass through, Whidden chasing, and Rosenbaum picking it up. Rosenbaum, 5 years at Fort Lewis College as she gets us rolling again. Played her 5th year this season in 2024. 8 starts, 21 appearances for Fort Lewis. She's been a difference maker in this game despite conceding that one. But that was really one Whidden should have put away, and she did, as a rare mistake in the back line. Just played too far in front of Noel by Zoe Whidden on that back line far side on the right wing, and CISA win a throw right at the midfield. Approaching 10 minutes to play in this one. 1-0 Flatirons in their opening game of the year.
Pretty frustrating game.
No doubt.
Definitely not the result Flatiron is hoping for. Looking like they're hoping to at least put another one in the back of the net here.
4
in the remaining
changes
10
in this
minutes.
second half. One of them Carpenter on the left wing, who just played the ball to Kulik, and Kulik moves it to the midfield. Plays one over the top. Chasing is Whidden, and cleared out by Rosenbaum. And she has been on top of it. Knows she has to be out there clearing the ball, as that back line sometimes lets things trickle through. And when they have, she's been there. Whidden was chasing that time, and Emmy Sullivan to send away the free kick here.
Rosenbaum, one of the few players on CISA keeping him in this thing. Definitely
CISA win the
keeping
ball
a lot
here.
of-
Near side right wing, Jolie Breenholt plays it back to Messenger. Near side, right wing. Moves it up, Breenholt takes a bump from behind by Carpenter. The 2 number 5s collide, and it's a free kick for CISA at midfield.
Pushing the pile up towards the Flatirons goal.
I think that's the best way to describe it, the pile, because there's not a lot of organization, especially from CISA. Just taking guesses as where to send the ball. Emmy Sullivan to take this free kick right in front of the press box. Near side,
Solid boot.
boots it to the back line, but headed out by Flatirons. Kulik will control it and now send it up, looking for Mila Stewart. Finds Sullivan, who plays a one-time pass back to Rosenbaum. And she takes one touch to get it over to the left side on the back line. Played all the way back from Krumholz to Rosenbaum. Stewart pressed up. She'll play it to Sullivan. And now stolen off of Faucht, pushing up here. Numbers for a moment, and then a shot just wide, way wide I should say, of the right post. Kind of a wasteful effort with approaching 8 minutes left in this match. Doubt they'll tie this game though. Rosenbaum has it, the keeper at her feet, plays it short to Bosanka. Plays it to the midfield. Flatirons win it here. Kulik on the left wing. Kulik cuts in on her right foot, tries to take a shot, or maybe chip one back post, and took a deflection. Nice coverage there from the back line. Chipped up into the path of Breenholt on the right wing for CISA. Moving left to right in half one. Breenholt plays it around Carpenter. Number 5, Cook's number 5. Breenholt up the right wing in space. Trying to make another move. Plays it to Faucht.
Continuing to be an offensive
And she
nuisance
tries
here.
to send in a cross to save it near side, and didn't get enough underneath that, and it's out for a goal kick. Winton will take it.
Second goal kick of the game here for Winton.
Yeah, a little little more active in the second half. Had kind of a down spell recently, last 10, 15 minutes or so, haven't called her name.
Flatirons has been dominating possession and cleaning themselves up a little bit here in the last
No doubt.
5-10 minutes.
It's been that attacking third where they lose shape, lose focus, but they have the separating goal still. A push from behind sent Whidden, the goal scorer today, to the turf, and they win a free kick in their own end, playing it short to McCorkle. As this game winds down, on the back line, Zoe Whidden plays it to McCorkle, near side left wing. Kulik tries to play a one-time pass, and CISA win it off that missed touch. McCorkle at her feet. She has space pushing up here. Bit of a crowd, and will play it wide to Noel, who chases. Can't save it.
Tried to play smart, but didn't execute there.
Into the hands of the CISA coach. Gets it up for a throw-in. Ball's in. Ball's booted away. Mila Stewart tried to control it right wing. Now brings it down. Can attack here. As support coming up. Mila Stewart dribbles through three nearly, and then gets pushed to the ground and sends it up to Rosenbaum, the keeper. Rosenbaum boots it away, probably her farthest boot of this game. Falls just over the back line, chasing it is McCorkle, and she plays a nice soft pass back to Winton. Nearly won back in the midfield by CISA. They just shot it up in the air, hoping for the best. Won by Noel, chips it over the top looking for Kulik, and then Rosenbaum comes out, headers it down into the path of Sullivan.
Interesting move there from Rosenbaum. Would have expected a chest and then maybe a boot afterwards, but straight after it with the noggin.
Messenger will get a throw near side for Flatirons. 5 minutes left in this match. 1-0 Flatirons. The difference was a 13th minute goal in the second half from Sophie Whidden. And Whidden tried to steal it there in the CISA end and lost it. And now CISA can play it along their back line as they put it all the way back to Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum boots it over the head of Noel, who will chase with Matea Morris on her back. Rolls out for a throw in their own end, Flatirons. Slowly winding down.
Approaching 4 minutes to play here.
This opening match for Flatirons. CISA about to drop the women's team to 0-2 on the year. Lost their opener 6-0 to Colorado Storm.
Despite having the lead here, I do not think that this is how Flatirons pictured this game going.
Nope.
And I do not think they will be entirely satisfied with this outcome.
They do get a throw near side after the ball is played just past Carpenter, but they lose it immediately after the throw in the Flatirons end, and Carpenter plays it back to McCorkle.
Been the same story all game. Flatirons maintaining possession. Anytime they lose it, they regain it and re-maintain it.
Carpenter sends it off the feet of Breenholt, near side left wing, and wins the throw. She'll play it back to McCorkle, who slides it to Winton. Winton will spray it out to the right wing. Whidden on the ball now. Sophie Whidden plays the ball through. Mila Stewart in space in the attacking third. Stewart with Morris in her way. Stewart tries to lay it off, but couldn't find anyone. And
tangled up.
CISA win a free kick as they got tangled up there in the attack. Just a few minutes left. 2.5 minutes remaining. And Rosenbaum will clear it.
Not much energy for CISA.
Headed up from Carpenter, down at the feet of Hogan. Filtered out wide to Carpenter on the left wing. Carpenter plays the ball to Mila Stewart on that left wing. She wins it. Nice battle there with Messenger. And McCorkle really plays a hospital ball, but picked up by Zoe Whidden. Right wing here cleared by CISA. Didn't go very far that clear though. Sophia Whidden, the goal scorer on the ball, scored the 58th minute.
Just under 2 minutes to play here. Been the same story all game. Flatirons maintaining possession, keeping it on the offensive half of the field for the majority of the game. Lots of opportunities for them, but weren't able to finish on any of them except for that one goal by Sophie Whidden.
Kulik to Carpenter on the left wing. They play a little 1-2, and then Kulik turns and sends it further back to Zoe Whidden. Moves it up to Hogan. Hogan turns, searches, Carpenter has it, left wing, touch with the outside of her boot, kicks it up into the air. Emmy Sullivan misses on a header for CISA on the back line, and then it gets touched all the way back to Rosenbaum. And she'll boot it up quickly. I mean, CISA
in a rush here to
just trying to hope for some catastrophic mistake on the back line from Flatirons. Herbers on the back line plays a short one to Sullivan. Tries to touch it around Kulik. She sends a ball somehow filtered all the way through to an attacker, and then it's played to the back line. Under a minute left in this one.
It's going to look like Flatirons is going to try to run that timeout.
Winton has it, the goalkeeper. Plays it to McCorkle on the right side. Moved up to Natalie Toledo. She kicks it back to Whidden. Left wing now, it's Carpenter. 30 seconds left.
Flatirons should just turn on cruise control here, do what they've done the entire game, and just maintain possession for 20 more seconds, put this game away.
Whidden plays it back to Winton. Back to Whidden, 15 seconds. Passing along the back line here. Carpenter plays a short one again. CISA not really caring to press at all. 5 seconds pushing up is Kulik. Plays it to the right side in their own end, and that'll do it. Haven't whistled yet. Winton looks back at the scoreboard, wondering why they haven't whistled yet.
Giving CISA a little bit of extra mercy here.
Seeing if they can win the ball back once more. CISA need a miracle. Kulik plays it all the way up to the right wing. Good ball. And knocked out. That is a Flatirons throw, and that is just about the final nail in the coffin, winning that throw. Ball's in. Controlled by Sophie Whidden, the goal scorer today. Played up another throw for Flatirons, this time in the CISA end. Has to get the right spot for the throw-in. They get it in. Cleared up the pitch. Toledo a touch, out of bounds. Far side. CISA win a throw here. Maybe they let him try and generate one more attack. This is really the last ditch effort from CISA if they can move it up the pitch. Chipped up, Breenhold a touch over the back line. Winton watches it into her foot, picks it up, and that is the full-time whistle. Flatirons start the year 1-0. They take down CISA in Englewood at Randy Penn Stadium. 13 minutes into the second half. Sophie Whidden in the middle of the box, down the middle of the goal, past Rosenbaum was the difference. A lot of possession, a lot of attacking football from Flatirons, and they take down CISA 1-0 to start the season, 1-0. Any final takeaways from this one, Sean? Maybe a look into the men's game later?
Women's game, a lot of action. A lot happened on the offensive end for Flatirons, but score here obviously doesn't tell the full story. 1-0 obviously looks like a pretty close match. That was very lopsided. CISA had very few looks, and I doubt even a shot on goal. So the score doesn't tell the full story on that game. It was Flatirons' game from the get-go, and all they needed to do was score a goal, and they did that. So.
Yep, the men have CISA next. Coming up at
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Under the lights, should be a good one. Women's team takes it 1-0. As for Sean Crawford, I'm Sam Johnson saying so long for now from Randy Penn Stadium.
The men's team walked in front of us, and I was like, the Flatirons USL team walking in front of us. It was like, holy